unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is TV Sports 27, and we are continuing on with the NLCS. We just had SK Money join us in the chat. It is 0-0, Alex Young versus Jacob deGrom. Another pitcher's duel. We had the same thing in Game 1, and the big loss for the Diamondbacks was a 3-run home run in a 3-1 final. Here, bottom fifth, nothing coming across the board just yet. Very few hits on both sides. So the Diamondbacks going a game and a half, just struggling to put runs on the board right now. How you guys doing tonight? How's your evening? You playing any good games lately? SK Money, what have you been playing lately? We got to have another streaming session with SK Money. We got to get SK Money to come by again. We got to play those old school games. Play Raw 2 again. He loved Raw 2. Javi Baez looking for his first hit of the postseason here. And that was a good hit for Schwarber's in the green, according to the analytics on the bottom of the screen there.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
That one a little early for Javi. All right. Full count opportunity. Can Javi hold off? It's very hard for Javier Baez to hold off on a swing. He did that time and he got burned. 96 mile an hour. Jacob deGrom drives it in. If you guys missed the first half of this stream, the episode will be up on YouTube yesterday. Or if you're watching live with us on Twitch, you want to get caught up on the first half of this ball game, it is up at patreon.com/tvsports27. We're going to drop all those links and all that fun stuff coming up later on in this game. Let's see. Can he steal? In Game 1, we had 3 stolen first bases. 2 from the Diamondbacks, 1 from the Mets. And we got to see if we can get something going. We want to add. We want to add to that trophy case up there. 2017, the last time the Diamondbacks, if you don't count real life, were in the playoffs here. We are division champions, so you can go ahead and put another division title up there. We did win the division. We are the number 2 seed. Mets, the number 3 seed. NL West versus NL East champs.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
That's Mookie Betts warming up, getting ready to come in. And Alex Young works them full here in the top of the 6th inning. If you like pitching, this has been the series for you. My goodness. We do not get any love from the umpire. He's had a very erratic strike zone, I dare say. What are we up to pitch count here for Alex Young?
The 1-2. Rounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, come on.
It's even up at 2-2.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take.
Man, we're getting killed right now with these calls.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up.
It's like, do we even try to paint the corners? Because we're just going to get jobbed on these calls.
Fouled off.
Betts doing a nice job, though, keeping this one alive. Oh, man. Now we're starting to see some offense here. It's starting to heat up for the New York Mets. 2 on, no outs. Mookie Betts had to go. He had to go real low for that one. Look at this with the Jumpman gloves. Do we dare? I mean, I don't even want to shake the confidence there. Okay, so I guess that's one way you can see the pitch count. There's at 81 pitches. Let's get some bullpen work going. Let's get Mike Leake in there.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto.
Oh boy, well, golly, and it's like almost identical to game 1.
And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Almost identical to game 1. A great pitching performance and then one bad pitch and a 3-run shot.
His first homer so far in the series, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
SK Money. This happened last time. SK Money showed up. We give up a 3-run home run.
So now to the plate, Wilson Ramos.
And baseball might be coming to a close, and we might be getting the old sweep here. This is game 2, but we head to Citi Field next. And when you drop 2 games at home in the playoffs, that's a tough thing to overcome.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't
J.D. Davis, second base or first base. I thought that was I thought that said 2B. That was his number 28. He's a first baseman. Wow. I thought 28 was 2B. Look at that mustache. Holy smokes. That's a mustache you can set your watch to, folks.
Here now the 2-2.
I think Alex Young's day might be done after this one because he's going to be due up in the lineup, and we can bring up a pinch hitting opportunity.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
This is still the world of the National League, of course, having pitchers that are batting, and I don't know. I kind of like that. I kind of like these. I kind of like the weirdness of the NL and the AL having different rules, and now it's kind of different in baseball. And I don't know. Part of me almost might just keep playing. There's really not a difference between this game and MLB The Show 23 other than the roster. And I'm sure there's updated rosters that we can even find online if we really went hunting for them. But we're playing, this was our season mode that we'd started back on The Show 19. And, of course, 20 was the last MLB The Show that they made before they cut you off and didn't let you bring your save file over anymore, which was like, I don't know, crazy decision there.
To even the count 2-2.
Fans are still into this. They're still rowdy. This is one of the longer innings that we've had so far in this baseball game. Trying to get this last out so we can preserve our bullpen and go ahead and do that pinch hit. Boy, you hate that when you gear up, when you're a pitcher and you gear up and you make that pitch and it just gets fouled off and you're like, all right, I got to get amped up and throw another one. Oh my God, these calls are crazy. I am not digging this umpire work here in this game.
In now, number 11. No
Okay,
hits,
2-2 count, so we just need one good pitch.
And he gets
Oh boy.
on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right.
Yes, right at the wall. J.D. Martinez makes the catch.
For 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the sixth is straight ahead. It's 3-0 New York.
But the 3-run home run to the corner of Chase Field. And here's where we'll bring in the pinch hitter, David Bodie.
David Bodie is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked
Usually
to
our typical pinch hitter.
Number 6.
David Bodie.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it.
Man, still not getting anything here. Hits have been hard to come by if you're a Diamondback. Used to be hard to come by for both teams until that 3-run shot.
Was a walk in his last trip. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ramirez.
That's been a lot of the contact that the Diamondbacks have had in this game is just floaters and outs.
In the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting.
Not shaking
to see how
DeGrom
long he
either,
keeps
like-
his dominance up.
DeGrom and Syndergaard. The first and second game pitching performances that they've put on this Diamondbacks offense.
Right here. Been a while since they've even
Incredible.
had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
3-1 to
He
him.
missed on those now. Fortunes can change if Peralta gets on base. We got JD Martinez coming up.
All the way.
He
Here
can
it
kind of
comes.
hold off on this.
He loses him on ball.
Man, and there's a gift for us. This umpire has been wild on these calls tonight, but we get one finally.
That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls
Wow.
going against them.
Yeah. It's all right. That's one for us. We've been burned so many times.
At the plate,
All right, JD Martinez. This is what we brought you in for.
make him pay for
3-1 as well for Martinez.
considered a big no-no with
Little thrust for the fans. Martinez has the shot to hold off on this thing too, but you know he wants to swing. 50-plus home runs this season.
the bouncer to the
And
left side.
Martinez is going to hit
As it turns out, the
right
two-out
into a
ball
force
doesn't
play.
come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for
So
Arizona.
DeGrom goes
It's
out,
Rangers
end of the
3-0.
sixth, and we are an inning away from stretch time. So Mike Leake is going to come in. Let's warm up Mr. Trinan. Let's do... I guess I got to put Leake in.
Mike Leake is on to
I wish you could put someone in and then warm someone up, because instead of having to go back into the menu. You know what I mean?
seventh inning, ready
So
to
they're going to
roll.
stick with DeGrom here.
Converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob DeGrom.
You know, they obviously had the opportunity to pull DeGrom, get a pinch hitter in there, but they're, with his performance,
Down here is
and he's getting up there. What is his count? He's up to 86 pitches, so, you know, maybe they feel like he can go complete.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Foul
Wow,
away.
swung at that one out of the zone, didn't he? Holy smokes.
Here's another 1-2.
Tyler Glass now was the day one pitcher, game one pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Gave up 3 runs on a 3-run home run. And, of course, day 2, Alex Young, 3 runs on a 3-run home run. I mean, this has been almost identical games. Game 1 and Game 2 have been mirror images of one another.
Ramirez.
The only thing we're missing is us having a run on the board, which we don't have yet. Martinez had a couple of hits.
Since he's come out of the pen to start
previous.
That's back-to-back
But
Ks,
Mike
and
Leake
this
coming
one
in,
may have looked pretty easy.
putting
This
guys
has the
down.
makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now.
We're about to get up and stretch.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I definitely, having played this and then played yesterday, I realize, again, not baseball purist rules, but we play every other game with shortened quarters. I really enjoy this. This is such a quicker feel and a better feel. Only 1 hit. It's stretch time, and while we're stretching, get up, sing, take me out to the ball game. And while you're singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game, don't forget to support TV Sports. Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, Patreon, Streamlabs, Ko-Fi, and Twitter. And of course, shout out to our Patreon supporters that have signed up so far and are helping to keep this channel alive. Make sure to reach out and give each and every one of them a shout out, because their contributions truly do help keep this channel alive. It's gotten us to the point we are with the capture card that we have, the computer, the games, the equipment, thanks to those Patreon supporters. So if you like what you're seeing, if you like what you're watching, follow along, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Patreon, and reach out and give a thank you to those supporters on Patreon. There we go. Second hit of the game. It came at the bottom of the 7th. Maybe DeGrom starting to wear down.
And the first one didn't do any damage, so he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Second hit. Finally. And Mike Moustakas.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas.
Changeup got him.
Gotta believe the pitcher's gonna trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone.
Come on, Big Mike.
Ground ball double play.
Fouled off. Nobody out, runner on first. And that misses, so it's a full
This would be big if Mike Moustakas can get on base. Problem is, I mean, you would think maybe an opportunity to lay down a bunt, but you got some heavy hitters. It's almost like you wish Javi Baez was coming up, and they walk him. I don't want to waste Kyle Schwarber on a bunt. I know. They say hit the bunt, push everyone over, and then drive in those 2 runs, but I just don't want to waste. I don't want to waste Kyle Schwarber. It's such a powerful bat. And he can get us back into this game. It is a 3-2 count for Jacob deGrom. And Schwarber fouled it off. Whew. That fastball right down the middle. 3-2 count. Schwarber goes back, and a 3-run shot for Kyle Schwarber. We are tied in the NLCS. NLDS. I wish we'd get to the NLCS. We're tied in the NLDS.
And the D-backs have come back to tie things at 3.
Unbelievable. SK Money, did you see that? That's why I didn't want to bunt Kyle Schwarber.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Holy smokes. Well, there you go. We questioned it, and we're glad they did it, but they did not pinch hit for Jacob deGrom. They kept him in the game, and they ended up getting burned for it. He came in, and his day was done. He was ready to be done. He was gassed and got burned. Dan the man. Welcome, Dan. Glad to have you in the chat. You picked the perfect time to be here. 3-3 tie. Oh, no. No. Oh, I thought we were going back to back. I thought we were going back to back. Oh, my God. You saw the home run. Good. Excellent. Oh, we were that close to taking the lead.
It was over his head before he knew it.
Boy, if you tuned in for the first half, didn't come back for the second half, you missed a big one here. This is what baseball all about right now. Ketel Marte. And we still have no outs.
To the plate now, Ketel Marte. Hard on the ground.
Oh, man. That's gonna... Oh, wait. Oh, he came off the base. Marte is safe. An error to the Mets, and the Mets are collapsing right before our eyes.
Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens.
Oh, my goodness.
Want to give a team extra outs.
Now at the plate, Mike Lee
Now,
has a chance to add on to what's
this is
already
almost where you do a pinch hit opportunity, but I almost just want to lay down the bunt with no outs.
A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Who would we bring in? Rutschman, maybe? Oh, man. Do we just lay down the bunt and try to get to Hernandez and Peralta? Or do we bring in somebody and try to get a big... I think we lay down the bunt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And with 2 strikes, he's able
There
to
we
get this one
go.
down. It's a panic
Boy, we
cover.
can never seem to... Boy, we got a double play on the bunt. I always seem to get my guy thrown out at second. No, it was not. Wait, yeah, it is. They did mark it. They're delayed on that scoreboard. Okay, well, either way, we give up 2 outs, which is not what we wanted. But we got a runner in scoring position, and we have a chance to take the lead in the NLDS for the very first time.
1-2. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field.
And it
Giving chase.
will not
Brings
happen.
it down to end the inning as
However, Kyle Schwarber ties it up. Gosh, I hope he re-signs with us. I got to figure out all that contract stuff in the offseason with baseball. Right into his own likeness. That is a picture right there. That one lucky fan can scoop that one up.
ready to begin the 8th.
And we go top 8. So I'm going to bring in, not that I feel like we need to, but I feel like you got guys warming up, so you might as well bring them in.
Number 35, Matt Andrees.
So Matt and Drees will come in.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infield.
That is a very tough throw to make.
Is not in time, and a great job
Hopefully
laying that
Andrees
out.
doesn't come in and just
Go-ahead run is on base
fall
till
apart
the
himself
9th.
in this one.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knocks
We
it
might
up,
get bonus
especially to
baseball
lead
in
off
this.
an inning, game tied.
Manager
Let's
says
get
watch
late.
out for the steal.
That proved to be pivotal.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 2-2. And
Got
he
him.
struck out again. That's the
Conforto
third time he's gone down on
back
strikes in
to the
this
dugout with ya.
It's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
At the plate, Wilson Ramos starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice.
Nice.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. J.D. Davis the next at bat. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Go-ahead runs in scoring
J.D.
position here.
Davis stepping up for the Mets, trying to drive in the run, reclaim the lead here for New York. He will pop it up, and the Boston Red Sox will come under. Martinez From one JD to another JD, makes the grab,
And we are all tied at 3 apiece.
and we head to the bottom of the 8th. With the big guns, with the heavy hitters coming up for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Luis Avilan is on to pitch.
So Luis Avilan coming in. Look at that ERA. 6.14.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the outfielder, David Peralta.
Full count to Peralta.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2.
Got him.
Fastball got him looking. As that had 2 seam
There is a
outs.
pressure too. Like, it is kind of... I kind of like that pressure, stepping up and knowing, like, hey, you're going to get one pitch. What if they just made every pitch in baseball full count? Would people hate that? There's a pressure knowing, like, okay, you only have one pitch.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez.
Oh, I should not have taken that swing. That was a bad take. Oh, we had a pitch. We had a pitch to give anyway. 2-1. Now 2-2.
And he strikes him out as well.
Not a
So
good
they
game
get
from
back-to-back
Martinez so
punch-outs
far.
here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb. No contact there, and it's 1-2. One and two. Here it is.
Be nice to see Jake Lamb come in and deliver, get one of his rare hits here in the postseason. You see the clock just after 9 p.m. Arizona time, coming up on 9:20. We might be getting some extra baseball here in the NLDS game number 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2 pitch.
No, that's the ball.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to
So
play.
we go
He's
full
off some
with
tough
Mike
pitches.
Moustakas
2-2 count. He just
on
seems to
deck.
keep hanging right in there.
Payoff pitch on its way. He
And they got him
struck out.
looking.
The third time he's fanned in the game. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks.
They said that was the third strikeout for Jake Lamb as well. So we go top 9. And potentially one last shot here for the
Once
Mets.
again, Joe Panic, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
With an opportunity to walk it off in the bottom. We'll see.
Never tempted to swing it
If
that
not,
far down low. It's
when you
ball
guys are
3.
watching on YouTube, you got to come on back a third day for some extra innings baseball.
He can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, you don't want to see that. You do not want that to happen.
The leadoff hitter. Gotta
So
focus on
Brett
getting that
Phillips
ball
coming in.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first.
People love
and
Brett
that'll
Phillips.
be
He's a
wise
funny guy.
decision as he's the potential go-ahead run.
We're going to put Blake Trinan in.
Here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Why there?
I say, do we even put Brad Hand in there? I mean, it's not really a save opportunity yet, but
First with nobody out.
maybe we need him for extras.
1-2 now.
But hopefully Trinan can come in here and salvage this thing.
Miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Fouled away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Oh
Here's a
boy.
fly ball. Well hit. Martinez looking up.
And it's outta
And
here.
as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
Trinan comes in from the bullpen, and
it's now 5-3.
yeah, fans not happy about that one.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
And we got another pinch hit shot coming up here. Golly. Well, all the runs in this one come via a home run, the long ball. Gals dig the long ball, right? That's what they say. All right, trying to get all hyped up, but we needed that a batter ago.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Harold Ramirez, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy
2 strikeouts already for Ramirez. Wow, and a third. 3 strikeouts. He reached for that one, too. He about fell out of the batter's box trying to make that swing.
You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Hit toward the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Well, that's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it.
All right, 2-1. We got to get one solid strikeout, and we can try to make this thing happen in the 9th. And Betts chases. Mookie Betts chased it, but Galvin Lux puts the New York Mets back on top and a potential 2-0 series lead here. Headed back to Citi Field, headed back to Queens. And Edwin Diaz is who we're matching up against. Pitched yesterday in the postseason.
Joshua Talbot will come on defensively now as he takes over.
Talbot comes in.
Number 18, Joshua Talbot.
Stepping up to the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's the one to
Come on, Big Mike.
With his guys in danger of going down
167. We got to have this. Just need 2 runs to tie this up, to do a bonus episode tomorrow on YouTube.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate.
Who's in there? Is it still...
And a big
Oh.
pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask
I wanted to
for
look at
time.
who the pitcher was. Is it still... Okay. Hart's in the bullpen, but Edwin Diaz.
2-2.
Obviously, we just looked at him. I was looking at what pitcher they had in the bullpen. Is what I wanted to see, because I saw some bullpen action down there to know if we can get Diaz, who we might be going up against.
Slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
And in a 2-run
So,
game,
full
right
count
there,
with
you really don't want
Kyle
to-
Schwarber on deck. Would that be
Keep
something
that tying run
if Schwarber could do it again? But
as long as you can.
Moustakas got to get on base first.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely
Oh
late
boy,
on that
this
pitch
is
after seeing
this is
the
big with
previous
Schwarber coming up.
Popped him up.
Oh man,
Talbot is there for it.
that hangs and Talbot takes it.
There's one gone.
So Schwarber comes up, can do some damage here, but not as big a moment as this would have been with Mike Moustakas
Kyle Schwarber.
on
He went
a
deep
base.
to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty B. A 2-strike straight changeup. But this guy's changeup is one of the best.
What a
in the league.
shot,
We'll
though,
see
for
if he
Kyle
tries that
Schwarber.
approach this time and
So that'll bring up Javier Baez. Now Baez, he's second in the team, isn't he, with home runs? When we looked at the list yesterday.
Looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile. Bring the time run
So,
to
you know, Javi's got some ups here.
So a run Runner at first
These
now
low
with
batting
one away.
averages, though,
And with
just you hate to
comes
see it.
Baez to the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
You got to watch out because he's already got 2 strikes, so.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K
Classic
next to his
Javi
name
Baez.
in this one. Got him with a
And
good
we
high
come
fastball
to the
there.
very
You see a lot of
last
that pitch and strikeout
at-bat,
situations these days.
potentially,
So effective.
of Game 2 of the NLDS.
You're changing eye levels. That fastball
It's
up
Ketel
is
Marte,
so enticing.
not a power hitter.
You see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
To the plate now, Ketel Marte.
After this, though, I mean, you got to go pinch hit again.
Its last strike. And he strikes him out to end it here.
And I felt like, again, I did hit the button, but I did feel like I held up on it. You obviously don't see or can't see my fingers, but I tried to pull back, and it obviously didn't register.
And they should be very happy with this performance.
Well, another struggling performance from the Diamondback offense here. Schwarber kind of got going, but you started to see all the batting averages in the 100s. Not good. And yeah. So that's going to do it here. Game 3, obviously, coming up next time on TV Sports 27. Say, be on the lookout over on Patreon, because we're going to try to do some Patreon bonus stuff for you guys on Friday. Maybe some RXFL action. You know, be on the lookout. Outside of that, perhaps be on the lookout this weekend. This weekend, maybe we wrap up. I don't know whether it be a loss or we have a big historic comeback. Probably do some more Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda. But thanks, guys, for tuning in. I'll let Matt Vasgersian and company wrap this one up for you guys. I'll let you see some plugs, and we'll see you guys for Game 3. See if we can't salvage this thing. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
It's something that won't be forgotten.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The New York Mets get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Luis Avilan pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.